Welcome to World Alert Updates. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. Saudi Arabia and Pakistan have signed a historic defense pact, shaking up the Middle East and South Asia. The agreement, announced in Riyadh, forms a powerful new alliance at a time of regional tension. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif declared a new era of friendship and mutual support. The pact is officially defensive, but its message is unmistakable. An attack on one is an attack on both. This fundamentally alters the region's security landscape. Saudi Arabia and Pakistan, longtime partners, are now formalizing their commitment to each other's defense. For Pakistan, a nuclear power, and Saudi Arabia, an energy giant, this creates a formidable bloc. The alliance combines military strength with financial power, making it impossible to ignore. In Pakistan, the pact is seen as a diplomatic win and a path to economic relief. In Saudi Arabia, it's viewed as essential for national security. Other countries are watching with caution, questioning how this will affect the balance of power. The world is waiting to see how this alliance will shape peace and stability. This is more than a symbolic gesture. It's a strategic shift decades in the making. The partnership now stands as a direct response to recent regional threats, including the Israeli airstrike in Qatar. The pact's implications for the U.S., Iran, and India are profound and uncertain. As the dust settles, the true impact of this alliance will become clear. The region's future may well hinge on this bold new partnership. The Saudi-Pakistan Defense Pact stands on three pillars: joint defense, economic investment, and military cooperation. The first pillar is a mutual defense clause. If one is attacked, both respond. This sends a strong deterrent message to potential adversaries. For Saudi Arabia, it's a security guarantee. For Pakistan, a chance to shape regional security. The second pillar is Saudi investment. Billions pledged for Pakistan's energy, infrastructure, and technology sectors. This isn't charity. It's a strategic move to ensure Pakistan's stability and reliability as an ally. Economic support cements the alliance beyond military ties. The third pillar is deep military cooperation, joint exercises, intelligence sharing, and Saudi funding for Pakistan's military modernization. Pakistan, in turn, will train Saudi forces, sharing its combat experience. Together, these pillars create a comprehensive partnership: security, economic strength, and military readiness. The pact is more than a political statement. It's a carefully crafted agreement for lasting impact. It's designed to be mutually beneficial, addressing both nations' core needs. The Joint Defense Clause is the backbone, economic investment the muscle, and military cooperation the connective tissue. This alliance is built to endure, not just react to current events. It's a new model for regional partnerships in a rapidly changing world. The pact's structure ensures both countries are invested in each other's future. This is a partnership with real depth, not just words on paper. The timing of this pact is no accident. It follows a shocking Israeli airstrike on a suspected Iranian facility in Qatar. The attack exposed vulnerabilities across the Gulf, prompting Saudi Arabia to seek stronger regional partners. Relying solely on Western allies was no longer enough. The Israeli strike created urgency in Riyadh, highlighting the need for a capable military ally. Pakistan was the clear choice. For Pakistan, the pact offered a lifeline, economic investment, and a chance to elevate its regional status. The deal boosts Pakistan's influence in the Muslim world and with global powers. Both nations saw the pact as a solution to urgent security and economic needs. The Israeli strike accelerated months of behind-the-scenes talks, making the agreement possible. For Saudi Arabia, it's about survival in a more dangerous environment. For Pakistan, it's about economic stability and strategic relevance. The pact is a direct response to a region where old alliances are no longer enough. It's a bold move shaped by crisis and opportunity. The agreement is a product of its time, born from instability, designed for resilience. Both countries acted decisively, forging a partnership that would have seemed impossible just years ago. The pact is a calculated response to a rapidly shifting security landscape. It's a new chapter in regional power politics. The Saudi-Pakistan pact has triggered strong reactions across the region. In India, officials worry about a stronger, better-equipped Pakistani military and the future of India-Saudi ties. Iran has condemned the alliance, calling it a threat to regional stability and vowing to strengthen its own partnerships. The U.S. response is cautious. Washington respects its partners' decisions but is wary of new alliances outside its influence. American officials are concerned about the pact's impact on efforts to contain Iran and manage relations with Israel. Israel is quietly alarmed, especially by the prospect of Pakistani forces near its borders and the nuclear implications. The pact forces Israel to rethink its security strategy. Across the region, countries are recalibrating their alliances and defense plans. The agreement could spark an arms race and deepen rivalries. The world's major powers are watching closely, uncertain how this new bloc will reshape the region. The pact's ripple effects are already being felt in diplomatic circles. Regional stability just became a lot more complicated. The pact's most sensitive issue is the nuclear question. Pakistan is a nuclear power, Saudi Arabia is not. The agreement doesn't mention nuclear weapons, but many believe there's an implicit nuclear umbrella for Saudi Arabia. This ambiguity is deliberate, deterring adversaries while avoiding international backlash. The uncertainty is a powerful deterrent, but it also creates anxiety among neighbors and global powers. No one knows exactly what would trigger a joint response, or if Pakistan would risk nuclear war for Saudi Arabia. The lack of clarity keeps opponents guessing, but could also cause confusion in a real crisis. For Pakistan, the nuclear dimension brings both prestige and risk. It gains leverage as Saudi Arabia's protector, but could be drawn into conflicts not of its own making. Extending a nuclear umbrella is a heavy responsibility. The true test will come if the alliance faces a real threat. Both nations must balance strategic benefits with the dangers of escalation. The pact's strength lies in its ambiguity, but that's also its greatest risk. The world is left to wonder how far this alliance will really go. For Pakistan, Saudi investment is a lifeline, funding infrastructure, technology, and job creation. The economic boost stabilizes Pakistan's currency and supports growth. For Saudi Arabia, the pact is about security, protecting oil fields and shipping lanes with Pakistan's military muscle. The alliance is symbiotic, Saudi money for Pakistani defense. Both nations achieve goals they couldn't reach alone. Saudi Arabia gains security without building a massive army. Pakistan modernizes its military and economy. The pact aligns their core interests, making the partnership durable. It's also a strategic shift. Saudi Arabia diversifies its alliances, moving beyond reliance on the U.S. Pakistan strengthens its position in the Islamic world and counters India's influence. The agreement is a long-term investment in shared security and prosperity. Both countries are betting on each other's future. This is a partnership built on mutual need and ambition. In Riyadh, officials call the pact a historic turning point, peace through strength. Saudi leaders see it as essential for survival, not aggression. In Islamabad, the mood is proud and optimistic. Pakistan is now a key security provider, and the economic benefits are welcome. The government frames the pact as a diplomatic triumph. International experts are cautious, noting the unknowns around nuclear deterrence and troop deployment. Some warn it could stabilize or destabilize the region, depending on how it's managed. In Washington, there's concern about declining U.S. influence and the emergence of a new power center. The alliance complicates American efforts in the Middle East. Western capitals are anxious about a shifting global order. The pact's impact will depend on how it's implemented and how rivals respond. For now, it's a bold statement of independence by two major Muslim nations. The world is watching to see if it delivers on its promises. The pact strains India-Saudi ties, forcing New Delhi to rethink its Middle East strategy. It threatens the fragile détente between Iran and Saudi Arabia, likely reigniting old rivalries. Iran may accelerate its nuclear program and strengthen its proxies in response. The alliance signals Saudi Arabia's shift away from U.S. security guarantees, building its own network. This could reduce American influence and presence in the region. The pact may also divide the Gulf Cooperation Council, as states like the UAE, Qatar, and Oman weigh their options. Some may align with Riyadh, others may seek neutrality. The GCC's unity is at risk, and regional diplomacy will become more complex. The alliance is redrawing the map of Middle Eastern power. Every major player must now reassess its alliances and strategies. The region faces a new era of competition and uncertainty. The pact's ripple effects will be felt for years to come. Is the Saudi-Pakistan pact a true game-changer or just hype? It brings together Saudi wealth and Pakistani military might, creating a new power center. The pact has already shifted regional calculations, but its real impact depends on implementation. Will the mutual defense promise hold in a crisis? Will economic commitments last? The alliance is a declaration of strategic independence, no longer dictated by outside powers. Its main function is deterrence, making adversaries think twice. Whether it stabilizes or complicates the region remains to be seen. The pact's legacy will be written in actions, not words. For now, it's a bold attempt to reshape the Middle East and South Asia. The world is watching to see if this partnership delivers real change.